I've been hit by an ultimatum, I gotta get my life together. They say when it rains it falls, the sunshine don't shine forever. I've been hit by an ultimatum, I gotta get my life together. They say when it rains it falls, the sunshine don't shine forever.
Love, I couldn't be cheeky, could I? And I asked you to stick one more piece of jerk chicken on that plate. That's lovely. It's the first and last time that I'm going to let a stranger come crash on this sofa. And I don't want him to get too comfortable, you see. Because anyone thinks that anytime he visit me that I'm going to cook jerk chicken, me sorry, what you mean if you're surprised? Because I don't know what kind of big man can leave his house and not check if he took the house key with him. And what kind of cross is that in? Wait. Oh, great. So you got the tickets. Ready? No, thanks again. Listen, I'll tell the old man. Thanks. You worries get to you. Oh, you're there. What's this about? The man gonna lock himself up the house. When I knew that the two of you had squashed the beef, but I didn't know that you were actually pals like this. What I don't know about beef, you know, but I did cook jerk chicken last night. And me said the man was licking the plate soft already. You would have thought it was dessert by the menu. And how many pieces did you give him? It's 3 pieces me gave him. So he didn't eat himself into a food coma then? Well, the man lives on pot noodles, so the 3 pieces of jerk chicken must have been a shock to the system. Well, if what you're saying is true, then this man needs some serious culture in his life, especially with it being Black History Month. Which reminds me, what are you doing this Saturday evening? I don't have any plans as yet. Great. Keep it free if you can. There's this Black History event going on in Bristol that I've managed to source us 2 tickets to. Sounds like a date. What time you want me to be ready for? I'll pick you up around about 6. It starts at 8, so it gives us a bit of time, you know? All right, I'll see you then. See you then. Lovely. I tell you, I needed that nap. Makes a difference not going to bed on an empty stomach. Then what you expect? A pot noodle is more like a snack than a meal. I know, but when you're on a budget as small as a chicken nugget, you don't really get much choice, Winston. Then why you never asked your granny if you cook your jerk chicken, rice and peas? Oh, no. She's a vegan, isn't she? Been so for the past 15 years now. But I do treat myself every once in a while. Well, when my dry roll comes through. Oh, you mean like Uber Eats? What, Uber Eats? No, I meant fish and chips. You mean so you don't have nobody in the family that can cook at least one little piece of fried dumpling? Well, I never really got to meet my family. I was put in a care home, then I got adopted into a white family by the age of 5. In fact, I did have no idea that I was actually colored until I played a game of kiss chase in a primary school playground. I had caught my childhood crush to kiss her, and she forfeited the kiss and pushed me away and said that her dad would not approve in her kissing a coon. Tell me now, Virgil, do you know anything about your Black history? I don't like being called black, no.
It associates with too much negativity for my liking. Well, you got blackmail when you're trying to bribe someone. You got blacklisted when you're being ostracized. You got black sheep of the family, which literally describes me. And then you got Black History Month, which I never quite understood.
It looks like I'm going to have to give him the doctrine. The reason that the school teach the narrative that our people started out as slaves was down to an organization called the Lost Cause.
Well, I've been labelled a lost cause plenty of times. But that had nothing to do with me, I swear.
I am referring to an organization from the southern part of America. Them is like a distorted version of the Civil War history, which them did lose. And one of the main things they wanted the people to believe was that slavery was not the main cause of war.
So, how did they manage that?
There was a movement founded by some daughters in Nashville back in about 1894, I want to say. They did call it UDC.
Does that stand for you dumb see you next Tuesday?
Well, as a matter of fact, it means the United Daughters of Confederacy. And their objective was to preserve Confederate culture for years to come.
Oh.
See now, the founders of the group come from a family before the First World War. And their ad was to use them political clout to spread their fabricated version of the Civil War and use as real history.
Blimey. That must have been a task without Facebook. How did they manage?
Then we'd cover the federal landscape with memorials for Confederate leaders and soldiers.
I wonder why it was so important to them, though.
Well, it was the main concern of the new generation of Southerners coming up in the year 1900, not having any experience of the war years. So they did want to get the memorials built before them generation did die off.
I see. But how was that linked to slavery, though?
That had been never mentioned. So, the main principle of the UDC was to shape how the children did see the war and their Southern heritage.
So basically, they grew thinking that they won a civil war that they actually lost.
Not only that, one of the most powerful tools that they used was the textbooks. The Confederate generals did instruct the school boards to reject any textbook that did not accord full justice to the South. Them did demand every library to get rid of every textbook that did not support the fake narrative that they was teaching.
Fascinating stuff. So where did you get all this information from?
My old man was a very educated man in Black history. He'd always push me and my brother Wilfred to read about the great things our people did achieve.
Like what?
Great inventions like housing. Yes. Our people were the first to invent shelters and housing structures 800,000 years ago.
Wow. That's actually quite, amazing, isn't it? Whatever great things did we achieve?
Well, there's also a king that was called Mansa Musa. He was the ruler of the wealthiest and largest North African country during his time from 1312 to 1337.
Are you telling me that colored kings actually existed before slavery?
Me not really too keen on the term colored, you know. Cause the only time we change colors usually when me top up on me vitamin D. Usually when me come back from yard.
Oh, you mean you keep a sunbed in the house, do you?
What you talking about, man?
You just said you like to top up on your suntan when you're in the yard.
I don't have any words at all. I take it you've never been to Jamaica.
No, far too hot for me. But I'd never say no to a piece of jerk chicken.
Well, don't worry. There's always the reggae cookbook by Levi Roots.
Well, that is no use to me, does it?
You really make the term cooking seem like rocket science, you know. It is really not that hard.
No, I mean it has no use to me because I can't read, can I? When you have people putting you down all your life, and getting the mickey taken out of you because your skin's a bit darker than theirs, it tends to have a bit of a knock-on effect, like, you know.
And by that I figure you're talking about feeling inferior.
Yep. My adopted dad used to always tell me when I were a boy that I was actually cursed being a colored lad. Well, he actually used the B word that I didn't like. And ever since, I've always avoided looking in the mirror.
No, me understand why I'm here look like it never seen a comb. No worry yourself, because it couldn't be further from the truth. Our people were the first people to walk planet Earth. And we did invent literally everything. From mathematics, the railroads, economics, business and trade. The list is endless.
I'm actually feeling a bit emotional. Never in my life has anyone took the time out to tell me about my history. I know how we met could have been under a better circumstance.
Can I help you?
I'm looking for Winston. Does he live here?
I am Winston. Who are you?
I take it you've got a son with the same name, because no way has my Sophie been cheating on me with a coffin dodger.
Then your woman named Sophie?
That's what I said, didn't I? But the more time I spent with you, it's actually opened my eyes to see how much of a cool guy you actually are. And I only wish that I would have met you sooner in my life. Obviously under better circumstances. But no, you've really opened my eyes to a lot of things. Well, things that I would never learn in a month about my history and all that. I suppose it's never too late to learn though, is it?
No, sir. It is never too late, my boss.
It's never too late to learn your history.
My brother, my sister.
If you don't, your past will just remain a mystery. It's never too late to learn your history.
My brother, my sister.
Don't be fooled, there's much more to what they teach in school. They don't want you to know we were kings and queens at first. Rather make you think we were slaves on birth. A black man was the first one to walk the earth. Many things we achieved, no need to feel cursed. God we bless you. Any bitterness you feel let go. Made in the image of Jah, cause he said so. Yeah. It's never too late to learn your history.
My brother, my sister.
If you don't, your past will just remain a mystery. It's never too late to learn your history.
My brother, my sister.
Don't be fooled, there's much more to what they teach in school. From the railroad tracks to the plains we inventor. Elbow was the land where we get filled with gem. We built horses before the days are red. Like yesterday the golden age came and went. Nothing but the facts I display with a pen. Yeah, me tell you one time, no me saying it again. Yeah, it's never too late to learn your history.
My brother, my sister.
If you don't, your past will just remain